Hello, welcome back to the Divine Feminine reading. Sorry I had to cut you off yesterday. My boyfriend needed to do this air treatment thing. I didn't know what his plan was, and so he just ended up leaving the room and then doing it outside, and he waited for 30 minutes for me to finish, but then I couldn't finish because my storage is all messy. So I had to upload that video, which took the entire time he was doing his treatment. Anyway, we're going to continue. We left off on the High Priestess. Excuse my phone. I'm doing a really janky way to be able to record all of this. Sorry. Excuse my phone. Or any shakiness or anything like that. I'm really sorry. Okay, the High Priestess is the archetype of the authentic self. You are the divine whisperer of the universe. The shadow witch feels water tickle her toes. She wonders if she's wandered into a puddle or a stream. Silky liquid fluids the path, gaping trees groan as the teepee in toward each other, their branches reaching high for a full moon they will never touch. Lunar sparks glisten across the dolge. Out of the mist and moisture, a figure takes shape. The luminous presence of the High Priestess arises before the Shadow Witch. The High Priestess holds a scroll and silently unrolls it. The word tarot appears. This is the book of your life, containing every possibility, every imaginable outcome. It is ever-changing and all-encompassing. The High Priestess is a blueprint of your soul and the pure authenticity of the self. She is everything you were, are, and will be. She is your container of soul knowledge. She is your inner wisdom waiting to be revealed. She is your ebb and flow, the cyclical energy of your life. Two trees enclose the High Priestess from either side, reflecting the dual polarities we move between in the material world. This is the dark and light, awake and sleep, highs and lows, and all shades in between. The dark wood's initials are carved into the bark, marking the threshold into the wood's innermost secrets. What treasures is locked away inside of you? The High Priestess' secret is silent. Silence is the space of manifestation. Silence is the space of infinite possibilities. It is the expansiveness containing all four elements. Silence is the space between the cards in the tarot reading. Sort out what is meaningful to you and sow your intentions. Inside silence like seeds in a garden. The High Priestess just dissolves into water because she is the font of all waters found within the tarot deck. She is the lunar tides, rushing rivers, the lady of the lake. She is the automatic fluid that sustained you. The High Priestess is your special details, your likes and dislikes, your talents and fascinations. The full moon rises above her head, while a waxing moon is strung around her neck, reflecting her lunar connections to the cyclical nature of the seasons and your life. Who you are spills out naturally when you are your true self. When you are true to yourself, She is the subtle self who becomes stronger while acting in alignment with universal forces. She is a space beyond word, imagine, and sound. She is knowing what exceeds on word, unto the ever-expanding, ever-unfolding. The meaning behind the card is silence, secrets, darkness, evolution of the soul, the blueprint of your personality, talents, and traits, a deep knowledge and third eye vision, activated intuition, lunar cycles, inner knowledge, personal authenticity. Awesome. So to continue on, we're on the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. Seven of Swords. Red hood in the wood. Woman holds 7 swords. She wears a shredded gown and red hood, while her dainty legs and bare feet are exposed. A menacing wolf creeps down the path in search of her, while a pair of eyes looks out of the tree above. The path is scattered with crunchy leaves, while the white of her dress implies purity, while the red hood is sexual symbol implying passion and favor. The combination invokes the loss of virginity and chastity. Wolves and other monstrous creatures often have been used to express dangerous masculinity. This card is about making a clean getaway. It is the ability to evade detection and escape unscathed. It reflects the need to take serious action. The Seven of Swords contains the mystical luck of number 7. It is the outwitting of danger and sneaking away. The path remains. The woman and the wolf choose to consciously or subconsciously. These two will ravenous in the near future. It is their destiny. Since it's in the shadow, I'm going to read the shadow meaning. What are you hiding from? True avoidance of a person, place, or thing is indifference. The conscious desire to avoid something usually stems from desire. So our defenses emerge when we discover that what we want, then realize we could lose it. The stakes are high. Are you ready to embrace your desire? Can you face what you've been running away from? Give yourself the advantage of setting up the game rules, facing your opponent honestly, and moving from your heart. I don't know about you, but that says a lot of words for the runner and chaser dynamic. Okay, next is the Lovers. The Lovers. The Lovers are the archetype of love. The love is undefined, expansive, and binding force of the universe. The shadow witch finds her body growing weary. She sits down upon a soft, mousy enclosure and rests her eyes. Her black cat companion curls at her feet. Visions of the boy and his kiss return to her as she drifts off into sleep. Love is the last wild, unknown frontier. It is the metaphysical, occult, and transcendental nature of attraction and desire, the biological urge to reproduce, and our impulse toward romantic love is one of the most powerful forces known to humankind. Love, like universal breath, causes our bodies to contract and expand like the universe. Romantic desire has begun and ended wars, raised kingdoms, and transformed the world. Stories of romance, love, and loss define our life. The Lover's card is like the drug-like high. the erotic passion, showing us what is possible, not what is sustainable. A naked man and woman are joined in an intimate, sensual lotus blossom position. The unfolding lotus flower is a symbol of transformation. It speaks to the evolutionary aspects of ecstatic love. The lover's nudity reflects trust and vulnerability. The body expresses what language cannot. Sex is emotion in motion. A dark angel, robed and hooded, sanctifies the couple, or are they an extension of his imagination? Spiritual ecstasy radiates through the card. Erotic love heals all sense of loss and fosters a complete spiritual union. Two become one and rise to transcendent duality. The male focuses on the female. He sends all his energy into her. She accepts the energy with her whole body and casts her eyes above the dark angel. The graphic triangle of energy echoes the creative principle of the entire universe. The Hierophant's lessons become experimental in the lovers as we taste the nectar of divine love for ourselves. Meaning, love and romantic attraction and flirtation, deep bonds, profound and emotional connection, sensuality and pleasure, spiritual ecstasy, rapport, the unfolding of the mind, body, and spirit, deep gratitude and sense of aliveness, soulmates, twin flames, quantum entanglement. Yeah, so this is a twin flame reading for sure. I don't know, I think this card's trying to tell me also that whoever this divine feminine has definitely met their divine masculine. So if you haven't met a divine masculine, and you're not sure if you're twin flame or not, one, if you think you've met them and it just like nothing but the signs in this world shows you, then you probably are. But also, never make anything concrete in this world. And it's okay to bring in love no matter what kind it is. Twin flame or not, love is love. And then also, from this card, it says that like when you guys were together, because it feels like you guys are separated now, but when you were, there's nothing but passion between the two of you, and it was really completely gold in a sense. Like the relationship was absolutely gold, especially in the divine feminine's mind, because the divine masculine just gave her all of this love, all of this passion, all of this energy, and she didn't ever look to see what else he wasn't giving her. He was just giving her so much she thought it was everything. Which in divine or in twin flame unions, like for mine, which maybe I'm not, maybe I am, but for what I had been experienced with a masculine myself, is when he loved me, he gave me everything he could have, the love, the attention, the giggles, the smiles. But there's some things he held back from. When it was the public exposure to our relationship or what we could have been. So it was kind of, he was only giving me love during sexual intercoursive times or when we were alone together. He would give me the attention and the friendship that we needed to have for good or great chemistry, but for the most part he would deny that in front of the friends that he had, which is funny because now he like gives this other karmic person who he's with all the attention, all the public recognition that she could ever ask for. But I'm like, from the tarot journey that I've been on and the twin flame journey I've been on, all I've like been witnessing is that's the only affection that he gives her during the time of their togetherness, is the public recognition that I never got. But he doesn't give her any of the sexual or passion or any of the chemistry that he gave to me. And that could be true for you guys as well. Okay, Now we are going to go to the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Swords, King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, the world in a grain of sand. Tarot suits are unfolding story, processing from the Ace to the 10. Tarot Ace sparks with unique magic. Aces are the seed of their suit. The infinite possibilities of each suit exist inside the ace, just as everything you are, were, and will be is tucked inside of you. Understanding how the ace is a seed, like a flower, fruit, or vegetable seed, will help you interpret the ace when it appears in the reading. It is true beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is the gift of the world of Pentacles. A mysterious hand appears through the clouds of the possibility, holding a pentacle. Tendrils of growth extend through the hand. Clouds appear on every ace because they are the threshold and entry point to reality. What was hidden is now visible. What is unseen is now seen. Ace reflect the gateway of manifestation. First there's nothing, then there is something. Aces reflect the beginning, the start, and the birth of their suit. A bewitched hand holds a pentacle. The hand is the symbol of the human ingenuity and potential. Hands suggest invention, creative ability, and expression. Hands can be used lovingly to confront another or oneself. Palms or fingers caress and nurture. Alternatively, hands can be used for violence and anger, or even to kill. Hands remind us of how we handle things in life. They are used for communication via sign language. Hindu and Buddhist traditions make use of mudras, hand gestures, creating a specific energy flow in the body. Interior thoughts move through our fingers, then when drawing, texting, and writing. The pentacle suggests evolution, that it is to come. A path leads from the heart of the garden through the arch gate. The path suggests the road we travel. The enclosed garden suggests a barrier that encloses and protects, but also can become a hiding place. The doorway is the threshold of change and adventures. The open door reminds you of current opportunities. Fall pumpkins are neatly gathered beneath the tree, while white flowers suggest the purity of the soul and innocence thriving within you. A mountain rises toward celestial realms far in the distance. How high do you want to go? What are you willing to risk? The Ace of Pentacles is a gift. Magic is at hand. What will you do? The Ace of Pentacles holds all possibilities inside the material world. It is the gift of people, places, and things. A gift that you can see, smell, touch, and taste. The Ace of Pentacles is a windfall of money, a new friend walking into your life, and an opportunity. However, since it's in the shadow position, we're going to read the shadow meaning. The refusal to allow something natural and new to emerge, refusing to take the gifts that are offered to you, ignoring important signs and omens, taking what you have for granted, expecting more without appreciating what you have, because nothing fills the darkness hole within that you refuse to acknowledge. Peace comes from the inside out and not the outside in. So there's this offering from the universe that could be being bestowed before you, and you don't really take it for all that it is or that it could be. Let's continue. What's the first one, but as I read them backwards, the King of Cups. Okay. The Verzo. The King of Cups is the master artist. He makes dreams a reality. He makes wild ignitions and ideas perfectly palatable for others. He is the mystic and philosopher at the top of his abilities. The king stands before a pool of water, summoning a sensual water goddess. She rises like Venus from the foam. She is a misty, vapid, and tempting siren. He brings you to the brink of love and shows you how to reimagine it. He is dazzling possibility you may not have imagined on your own. The meaning, and since it's in the reversed, I'm going to read the reversed position. Emotionally manipulative, egomaniac, pathological liar, a person able to prey on the emotions of others to create distraction and destruction for their own personal benefit. Emotional immature, giant iniquities masked by false stories and fairness, deep-seated fear and disgust of the self. So this is what I'm picking up now that I can finally complete like the introduction to this book. I wanted to read from it just because like this is a new deck and I didn't want to get anything like messed up, I guess. But so what I'm getting from this is that there's this love for this masculine who's only been like manipulative throughout the relationship of the twin flames, and it's like you want to run away and hide from this man or this monstrous beast, but there was so much love and passion that it's hard to let that go because the heart ended up hurting so much. The high priestess like knows that it's basically time to just give in or give up this chemistry because there's more important things at factor here. And what those important things are is the fact that this feminine is in this Queen of Swords energy and she's not paying enough attention to herself, and she's kind of ridiculing the other people around her, which hurts everybody and especially herself. Like at the most, the other people are just annoyed by her acquaintanceness and her physical body being around them. They're just like annoyed because they're fed up with the emotional drainage that she provides to them. And they just want to hear good things from her instead of the negative, because it seems like she's in a very negative energy. She's got these burdens that she won't like drop for anybody, and it's very frustrating for the people around her and the people who love her. But she's only focused on this one masculine who is actually manipulative the entire relationship. And I'm not going to say that it's not a twin flame relationship because twin flames, they don't know how to interact when they're young. And this feels like a young kind of person, just like this is definitely for a young twin flame couple. There's a lot here suggesting that he just is too ego-based in his world, and that he doesn't want to escape that quite yet. But everything that she felt was a real sense of himself. He hid more than he gave. And even though it was awesome and powerful in the moment, that awesome power, he is like lost in himself because of what he cares about, and it's not what he should be caring about, it's just what he does care about because he's doing things for his survival. And the divine feminine is severely like held back with her thoughts of the heartbreak and the nasty words that she tells herself and then tells other people. Like this is definitely giving me the vibe that she's hurting other people And like, it's hard to believe she would even be a feminine because of the fact that she's hurting so many people around her, and she's not accepting the gifts that she's being given, and like the fruit that's being offered to her. It's kind of just like going over her head, and she doesn't accept the reciprocity that there could be at this time. So let's find out what the Divine Feminine needs to do in order to get out of this energy. I know we need to start loving ourselves a lot more. I know that there's a lot that we need to work on in regards to how we think about things, and especially how we think about ourselves and the journey that we've been on. So we've got the Moon card. We've got Two of Swords in the reversed. Then we have the Eight of Wands in the reversed. What does Divine Feminine need to do in order to get out of this energy, to start becoming herself, the authentic self that she is? What does she need to do to become her authentic self again? So we have the Tower, and then we have the Two of Pentacles, and what else is there that the feminine needs? Okay, and then we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Seven of Wands. Is there one more card? Is there one more card? Is there one more card for us today? Today, is there another card? Yes, there is. Then we have Death. Oh, wow. I had a feeling that there was like one more card and it wanted me to pull it. I was like, no, pull one. Okay, let's read. We got the Moon first. Moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon. The moon. Okay. The moon. The moon is the archetype of mystery. Portents are seen in the mind's eye and felt in the body. A full moon rises. It outshines all celestial objects, the shadow of which feels stirring deep within her. A body rises from her waters, as if the moon were a magnet, birthing a fully formed woman from the murky depths. The moon reflects new possibility arising from her subconscious to fill the space you have created. The moon is odd and unfamiliar. It is something new taking form. The moon is uncanny, mysterious, mystic, and then dangerous, because original creations are rarely familiar. It can be downright frightening and scary to encounter something you can't identify. This is why the things we desire often frighten us. New possibilities, new ways of being draw unfamiliar responses from us. The Moon card gently lets us know we can support what is rising. The time is at hand. This is the birth of what always existed within us. The subconscious communicates directly with your highest consciousness. There is no interference. The urge, desire, and new way can rise through the moon's reflected light. Sacred imagination is activated. Visions of future portents are seen in the mind's eye and felt by the body. The lady rises from lunar subconscious depth as the pregnant moon rises in the night sky. Two wolves howl, reflecting our animal instincts. Dual Gothic towers foreshadow the evolution of what is to come, what will be built. A path leads from the water to distinct mountain. This is the path of completion. What rises is sure to become real. The meaning behind the moon is Dreams, nighttime, psychic activity, and the paranormal. An idea, thought, or thing inside your subconscious is ready to arise and be seen. Imagination, vision, dark magic. Okay, then we're gonna go to the Two of Swords in the reversed. Two of Swords. I'm just gonna read the shadow part from here on out to like kind of get through it, except for the Tower, and then Death, because I don't want to take forever again. I know it's kind of already long, so. How far are you willing to go to protect yourself? Better to face the issue at hand than to retreat inward, especially if you have a tendency to isolate yourself. Avoid martyring yourself to help. It helps no one, least of all you. Allow and accept help when offered. So this divine feminine needs to be able to find inner peace within herself, like right now, during this moon phase, this moon cycle, the cycle of the life that she's living. All right, and then we're gonna go to Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, Mermaid's Dream. Since it's in the shadow, I'm gonna read the shadow. Do you sit back and wait for people to do things for you? Not taking action is still an action. What holds you back? What action can you take? What intention can you set right now? Remember the witch's karmic rule. What you put out into the world will return to you. Yeah, so this is the card of action, and there's not action being taken, which is saying that there needs to be action taken. And with this Tower, I'm pretty sure that's what is going to happen. This action that's going to come forward is the taking off the blindfold, the divine feminine's blindfold, to be able to see what the moon wants to give and what the moon is going to give her, because there's an offering coming. Even if we aren't accepting of it at the moment, there's an offering coming. We just need to be able to like flip these positions over and be able to go for the goal, I guess. Okay, we're gonna read the Tower. I'm gonna read the whole passage and then go from there. Just because it's a major arcana. The other ones I'm trying to like get through. I know I shouldn't, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do plenty of readings, I'm sure. If I was supposed to read all of it, it would make me. Okay. The Tower is the archetype of destruction. An act of release is the art of surrender. The devil is vanquished, and the witch exits the maze to discover a raging storm. A Gothic tower reaches toward the sky as a massive lightning bolt strikes it. A fireball explodes as the circular crown-like top is knocked off. The square tower, the destruction of something that never fit to begin with. A storm shakes the sky. Bats stream from the tower, seeking safety. A figure falling from the window. It is your old life and your old habits slipping away. 3 windows echo the number of innovation. Their pyramid shape reflects the creative principle of the universe. The devil has been greeted, defeated, and integrated. All false